Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 44 of Limitless Studios TV. Be sure and go ahead and check out the forums at limitless-studios.com. Click on the forum link. We've got 101 subscribers as of the filming of this video. So we're over 100 or members, I guess, not subscribers. At the forum, and so we've got quite a few posts going on there. Lots of cool discussions.
Yeah, we're getting quite a few posts each day now too. So.
Yep. There's actually, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a band advertise page on there. If you have a band that you want to advertise on the forum, you can do that. We've got production type tips. We've got mixes. You can post your mixes on there to get feedback, and then also all the standard introduction forums, the general stuff, and also a recording equipment, which is where a lot of the posts go.
Yeah.
Also, be sure and check out our Stack of Noises YouTube, which is actually our band's YouTube. We actually did a high definition recording of one of our songs called Age Old Tale on there. It's in HD, and we actually recorded it live on
the stream.
Our stream
a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago. So go check that out as well if you actually like our music. And if you want to check out some scratch tracks of some of the songs that we're working on, you can go to son.limitless-studios.com.
Yep.
And we'll put the links in the sidebar so you don't have to type everything in. So what are we doing today?
Well, as you can probably see back there, we have a Pro Tools box, Pro Tools Empowered, and I just got this in the mail today from zsounds.com, so I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, and then after we get done unboxing this, we're gonna talk a little bit about the different versions of Pro Tools and what's different in between each version. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. Like I said, I got this from zsounds.com. I got this again with a price match. I love my price match guarantees from zsounds. I got this for $203 or something like that, so I saved about 50 bucks off of the normal price. And so if you want that price, then message us here on YouTube, and we'll help you out.
Also, if there's any other kind of product that you think you might be able to get a lower price on, you can email us.
Yeah.
And we'll try and find you a much better deal than, I got the Fast Track Pro for like $50 off.
Yeah, and I got the Fast Track Ultra $80 off. So
yeah, so
we can get some pretty good deals.
Pretty good deals.
All right, so let's go ahead and break this seal here. Get a nice little knife.
Practice safety.
Yes.
You don't want to cut yourself into a million pieces. Oh, it will be good video, but not good for the carpets or his pants. I'm just stalling here while you freaking get the box open.
All right, so we got this open. We got an abundance of cardboard. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not like it really matters, but let's go ahead and get to the manuals. We have got a setup guide. I'm probably going to read that. I think it's got everything on installing the software and everything like that.
And these are all in English.
Yeah, for once. Usually they're in like multiple different languages.
This entire thing's in English. How cool is that? It's amazing.
And then here we have a little getting started guide. I think this is for after you've already installed Pro Tools. It goes through the different things in Pro Tools, like all the stop and play buttons and adding effects and inserts and things like that. Nothing real important. And then here we have the actual Pro Tools software. I guess this is a little, it says it's a DVD wallet, so let's go ahead and open this and see what kind of DVDs we got in here. Alright, so as you can see, it's quite a discs. Quite a few discs. One of them is the actual installer for Pro Tools. It's got Windows and Mac versions on here, so you don't need to buy a different version if you have a Windows PC or if you have a Mac. Then we have the next disc is Audio Loops and Sounds. Hopefully I don't have to install that because it's got like 8 gigabytes or something worth of loops on there, and I'll probably never use them, so I don't really need them. And then lastly, it's got a Pro Tools training DVD. So that's pretty cool. Here's a little notice thing saying you need to have an iLock key and a M-Audio device that's compatible with Pro Tools.
Yeah, that is one thing to mention, that you do have to have some sort of M-Audio hardware, or this won't work.
Yes.
So, and that's for any Pro Tools. Pro Tools LE, you have to have the Digital Design hardware. M-Powered, you have to have M-Audio hardware that is compatible, because there is M-Audio hardware that's not compatible with Pro Tools.
Yes.
Then HD, you obviously have to have an HD setup for Pro Tools HD to work.
Yeah, and we'll talk about this stuff probably in more detail later. So let's go in here. I think this is the last thing. Put this over here. It's a little envelope here. I assume the iLock key is in here.
You hope the iLock key is in there.
We have a translated documentation DVD.
Oh.
So here's where all of your different languages come in for Asian and European languages. So I'll never look at that, obviously. We've got a third-party activation card in like Chinese and English. This has the Solomoni Melodyne Essential serial code, so I'm not going to show that. And then it's got product registration information here. And quick setup guide for setting up the software. Bunch of boring stuff there. And then lastly, we have the iLock key. Nice red iLock key. So that's pretty much everything that comes with Pro Tools here. And obviously I haven't installed this yet. Never used Pro Tools, so it'll be an interesting little ride getting started here. This iLock key you can actually put multiple different software licenses on, so that's cool. And from what I can understand, you can take this from one PC to another and have your for example, if you have Pro Tools installed on one computer, like I'm going to install it on my Mac here, and then I also have a Windows PC. If I install Pro Tools on there, from what I understand, I can put this iLock key in whichever computer I want, and I can have Pro Tools installed on however many computers I want, and whichever one has the iLock key is the one that's getting used. So that's pretty cool. I guess that's going to be pretty much it for the unboxing here, is it not?
Yeah, I think that's everything. It's just, I mean, there's not a whole lot of interesting things that come out of the software box.
Yeah, where did that guide go?
Quick start guide?
The big one. This has all the different capabilities for the Pro Tools here for M-Powered, and so we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between Pro Tools M-Powered and LE and HD. There's 3 different versions, obviously. HD version is your professional version. That's the expensive version. Costs about 10 grand or so to get a HD one system and your interface and everything like that.
Yeah, HD includes the DSP card.
Yeah.
And you have to have, I think the minimum is you have to have the DSP card, you have to have the software, and then you have to have an input device.
Yeah, one of their
input interfaces.
Yeah.
And
so it costs about 10 grand altogether, or somewhere.
For the low end of an HD system.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? I lost it.
Well, you can go with LE.
Oh, I was going to say about the DSP. It processes all of the audio on board on the card, which takes it off of your processor.
So you can run HD on any kind of computer, because all the processing is done on the card. Is huge. I mean, you've seen like the huge new 9800 series graphics cards. If you know anything about gaming and stuff, they're that big. I mean, they're massive.
Yeah.
So you got to have some room in your case in order to run an HD system.
But we're not going to really talk about that much, because if you're watching our videos, you probably already don't really even need an HD system. The M-Audio M-Powered version and the LE version are the more project studio, and maybe even some professional studios have them on the lower end of things.
Or in B studios sometimes.
Yeah. But the differences between M-Powered and LE, from what I understand, are not very big. I think LE has some video functions, and it's got an extra toolkit that you can't use in M-Powered.
Yeah, the toolkit gives you more tracks.
Yeah, here it says unsupported options for Pro Tools M-Powered. and how it differs from LE. It says the complete production toolkit is unsupported. The DV toolkit, Avid video peripherals, and HFS Plus disc support is unsupported for the empowered version. And then it says that the music production toolkit is available for empowered, and that gives you 64 tracks of playback, so that's kind of cool. And I think you also get the multi-track beat detective, the MP3 option, and something else, some other plugins I think. But let's go ahead and read off these capabilities of Pro Tools Empowered here. Playback of 48 mono or stereo audio tracks. You can have up to 128 audio tracks, but only 48 of them can be playing back, from what I understand. Then you also have 128 auxiliary input tracks, 64 master fader tracks, 256 MIDI tracks, and 32 instrument tracks.
I don't know why you need 256 MIDI tracks. Jesus.
I don't know, some kind of orchestra thing maybe?
That's a possibility.
But it does 16 or 24-bit audio up to 96 kilohertz. It's got non-destructive random access editing and mix automation. It's got audio processing with 10 inserts per track, which means you can have 10 plugins on each audio track. And then you can also have 10 sends on each track. And you can have up to 32 mix buses. So that's all the little features that you get with Empowered. So it is a little limited compared to other recording software, but honestly I don't think I'll even need all that extra stuff, so it should be just fine. Now let's see, the LE version of Pro Tools comes packaged with Digidesign hardware, so you don't have to pay extra for the software like I did here. So the unbox, the 003 series, 002, so they should all come with Pro Tools LE. So that's kind of cool. You get packaged version of Pro Tools. Is there anything else?
No, there's not that much difference
about
between
the difference.
LE and Empowered.
No, there's not really that much of a difference.
And obviously, I mean, there's no real point in talking about HD because, I mean, if you've already got HD or you're thinking about it getting HD, these videos are probably not for you.
Yeah, I'm probably not watching these videos. But
I think that's mostly it.
I think so.
It's a pretty good overview. Obviously, we're going to have Pro Tools tutorials from now on. Probably a lot of daily tips that you'll do.
After I get a little bit acquainted with it.
Yep.
So we'll have videos coming on that, and I
think that's going to be it.
Probably have a review too.
Yeah, maybe. We could do a review
sometime.
Or a comparison between softwares. That would be a good video, actually. A comparison between softwares.
Oh, and another video that I just remembered is this Pro Tools Empowered comes with a SansAmp plugin. You know, the Tech 21 SansAmp DI box that we use. So we'll probably have a comparison between the plugin version and the hardware version to see what kind of differences there are and how good the actual plugin sounds, because I'm really excited to use that myself. So I guess that's going to be pretty much it here. Yep.
Pretty quick overview of Pro Tools.
Yep.
And the features.
Just a basic little overview and unboxing here. So
I guess we should stress, because we get this question a lot, is the software does not change the actual sound of your recordings. I'm tired of looking at that question.
Aside from your bit depth and your sample rate.
Which, that's the only two things that are going to affect your... And that's not software.
That's not even really that major, to be honest.
And that's not software exclusive.
No.
So the software is, you know, how easy is it to organize your tracks or your workflow, and how easy it is to use your plugins. The beat detective thing in Pro Tools is pretty cool.
Especially for drums.
Yeah, it's the features that let you produce the audio that you're trying to get more easily.
Yes.
Is what a software does. The actual I mean, if you throw in a WAV file into Audacity and throw one into Pro Tools HD and export it as both of them as an MP3, they're going to sound exactly the same. So just throwing that out there because we get that question a lot.
Yeah, and I should also say that the Pro Tools does not, these basic Pro Tools don't come with the MP3 export option, so you have to pay extra
I didn't
for
know
that. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. I must admit that. But, oh well.
All right, so I think that's going to be it for this video.
Yep.
So be sure and keep on checking out the forums because they're growing. And we want more members on there because the community is getting bigger, which is awesome.
Yep.
So we will see you next week. Hopefully we'll have some more daily tips next week. We're doing about 1 or 2 a week because it's been fairly busy with finals and things.
Hopefully during the summer we'll get
some
more daily
done.
tips.
Yeah. So be sure to stay tuned for all that, and we will see you next week in another episode of Limitless Studios TV.